Thank you for the congrats. So Saurabh Bhatia this side. I'm a director with Arcadis IBI Group. You see two names. So Arcadis is a Dutch company, and they've recently acquired IBI Group, which was a Canadian headquartered company about 5 months ago. And we are still in the midst of integration of the two firms, so that's why we're still using two brand names. Over the next 9 odd minutes, I'll quickly go over what we do and specifically explain some projects which we've been involved in India, which are a good combination of mobility, the theme of this session, and how technology is kind of playing a critical role in enabling mobility as a next-gen service. So IBI, we were founded in 1974 in Canada. We were about 3,300 people. And in India, we were there, or we've been here for a good 16 years now. And IBI stands for Intelligence, Buildings, and Infrastructure. Intelligence is our vertical where all technology, consulting, system integration, advisory, auditing, as well as our software products are there. And buildings and infrastructure are the architecture as well as the horizontal infrastructure, engineering and design verticals which we had. Arcadis as a firm, Dutch-based since 1888. And they are 10 times bigger than IBI. And now we are in the middle of the integration. So before the acquisition, Arcadis was working in 3 broad GBAs, global business areas, which were resilience, places, and mobility. And with IBI's acquisition, they have a 4th GBA, which is intelligence, again, technology and whatever IBI was doing in the intelligence division. Our business areas in India, these are the broad 4 areas, and as I'd mentioned before, we do consulting, advisory, auditing, system integration, as well as put some of our products out. This is a snippet of some of our products, heavily focused on mobility or transportation. And this is a snippet of some of our key clientele in India. And over the last 16 years, we've been pretty blessed to be part of a lot of first-time flagship programs by the government of India. Smart cities, I think we've been discussing the theme. Bhubaneswar was ranked #1 in the 100 smart cities. We were the program managers for the technology in that, for that city. There's a Greenfield Industrial Smart City program called National Industrial Corridor Development Corporation, NICDC. We are the ICT consultant for 3 of their nodes. Digital India program, BharatNet, I think everyone has heard of it. We are the third-party auditors across multiple states in India. Sustainable Urban Transportation Initiatives, where we've been working with the ministries on creating guidelines for transit-oriented development, non-motorized transportation, public bike sharing. NHLML, which is an SPV of NHAI, very relevant to the subject here. We are the first authority engineer for 1,800 kilometers of Delhi-Mumbai Expressway as well as the Hyderabad-Bangalore Expressway, where we are monitoring the fiber optic implementation for them. Bharatmala, again NHAI, we have worked on multiple highways for ITS, revenue forecasting for a lot of the investors, which are listed below. And we are also associated with a lot of the funding agencies. So on the left, this is what traditional mobility was. When we say mobility, it literally means movement of goods and people, right? That's the layman terms. Today, what we are seeing is it's still movement of goods and people, but these are the words which are kind of coming out with all projects we are undertaking. Green, again, a big theme which we are discussing today. Integrated, it's no longer just one highway being built. It is the integrated infrastructure which is getting created along the highways and how it is actually contributing to the economic development. Sustainable, whatever we are doing, it has to be sustainable in the long run. And tech or technology is playing a very, very critical role in enabling a lot of these functions. So this is an interesting project. I think Gati Shakti is a program which I hope a lot of you are aware of. If not, we can talk offline. It's one of the major Government of India programs where it's integrated infrastructure development across 16 departments/ministries. And one of the good examples of this is NHAI, National Highway Authority of India, which is right now, they've just inaugurated a section of Delhi-Mumbai Expressway, one of the longest expressways, Greenfield, which has been constructed in India. And also the upgradation of Bangalore-Hyderabad Expressway. And what we are doing here is, it's no longer just a highway getting constructed. They have actually acquired right-of-way for utilities which are getting built across the highway today. So what happens is you have a highway, and then 5 years down the road, when the actual inhabitation starts, you realize you need telecom, you need water, you need power, all these other major enablers. So today, that is what NHLML is doing, where across 1800 kilometers, we as Arcadis IBI are responsible for fiber optic consulting or authority engineer. And what it will do is ultimately it will have dark fiber infrastructure laid down today, and tomorrow whenever there is a need of upgrading to 5G across the corridor or enabling broadband services, this is twinning into the national broadband mission of India. So again, you see that cross collaboration. They are putting electricity lines already, they are putting gas lines already. So this, I think, is a very good example of where mobility is now going with cross infrastructure development. Just quickly go in the interest of time. In Hyderabad, I think this is one of the first of its kind cities where the entire city is getting upgraded on the traffic management system, or specifically the signaling system. Signals, of course, are one of the major contributors to pollution. So more the idling time, the more the pollution. So how technology is actually ensuring that intersections are getting adaptable to real life conditions. This is a very good example of that project, and it is almost in the last leg of implementation. Similarly, we did the ITMS, or Intelligent Traffic Management System, for Hyderabad as a city. So anyone who goes to Hyderabad, if you break a traffic signal and you get a challan, that's IBI system. So we are to be blamed for that. We are also putting some interventions in mines, because mines also has a major transportation element with the carriage of the product. We were one of the first companies to put the electronic toll collections across India back in the days, and we continue to do this even today. This is one of our global projects. York region is a region in Canada which has about 13 communities, towns/cities, and we are doing the complete advanced traffic management system for York region. This is, again, in the just seeing the clock, so with time, this is an ITMS solution which we have. This is what we've deployed in Hyderabad and other places. This is a toll management system for the electronic toll collection. ATMS is for the highways. Travel IQ is actually like a 511 system, if anyone can relate to that. It's a traveler information management system. If someone wants to go from point A to point B, what's the best route, what's the best mode of commute, what sorts of attractions are there, the emergency response, and some sort of integration with the communications. This is another product of ours. Inform is an asset management system which we have for highways, roads, as well as buildings. So basically, it digitizes your assets and allows you to manage the operations in a digital format. Traffic IQ is one of our software which we are putting across highways, where basically investors like CDPQs of the world are putting money to acquire highway assets, and we are working with them to monitor the complete investment. So how much money, what sort of revenue is getting collected, what sort of lapses are happening, that is over electronic, this Traffic IQ software. And I think I should be done.
Thank you, Saurabh. What a wonderful, 2 seconds left, 1 second left. Thank you very much, and shake hands. No. If you would look for a huge toolkit around mobility management, here it is. Thank you very much. Give her a hand.